Taji, what's the topic for today? The topic of today is why do we war against our own good? Who is calling me? Baby, I don't do unknown calls. Who is this? Hi, this is your friendly reminder that it's the first. Get that rent paid, baby.
We here. We're here. It is the official first day of May, and amen to April. Amen, April. April was really good to me. Hopefully the same for you if you're listening. My name is Taji Davis. If you haven't had the opportunity to visit this page yet or see any of my other videos or just know who I am in general, so nice to meet you. Hopefully you are in a good headspace. Hopefully you are ready to go this month. Ready to go. It is go time. It's no more being scared. It's no more being timid. It's no more being shy. It's all confidence. It's all new. It's all working out in your favor, in our favor, and it's just a flow. And anything that is not in that flow gotta go. Okay? Lock the door on the way out, baby. Lock the door on the way out. I am super excited for this little message I have today. Yeah, I can't believe it's already May. I'm just like, oh my goodness, time is going by so fast. So we gotta adapt with the weather changes outside. It's a new season, so it's a new season in our lives as well. We are in agreement with Miss Mother Nature and just the overall readiness that we have prepared for this moment, honey, right here, right now, this moment. One perspective change, one shift in your thoughts, one just, okay, I'm ready, is all it takes. Once you decide and once you make up your mind, things start to flow and shift in that direction in your favor. So don't think for 1 second that you are behind on time. Don't think for 1 second that you are late in the game. Don't think for 1 second that just because things haven't been going well for you that it can't all turn around, because I'm here to tell you that it can. And I'm here to tell you that it will. Okay? So may I direct you into a better flow in your thoughts. May I shift your perspective into all things working together for your good. May I guide you into a place of peace and comfort through my words and just give you a little bit of inspiration today. May we make it moves, and there will be many more miracles. Ooh, that just came out of nowhere, but hey, I'll take it. Many more miracles, making moves in May. May I help you? Today, I am going to be talking about us warring against our own good. That is the topic of today. Why do we war against our own good? Well, Taji, what you talking about? What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Why do we war against our own good? We know what is good for us, and we know what's not good for us. And I just want to take a minute to say I'm so proud of myself for just at least trying something new. I've been doing like the same things year after year. It's kind of like a set schedule and, well, a set routine of the way the year is outlined, and something new has shifted in my life, and I'm loving it. It's still in the beginning stages, but I do see it picking up a little bit, and the compliments that I have received have been all just very heartfelt and kind. So here's to consistency and keeping on with the keep on, and hoping that even if it's just one or two people, that comfort is received and peace is received through these messages and videos. Why do we war against our own good? We know what we're supposed to be doing. We know what's good for us. We know who we need to cut out of our lives. We know what we need to cut out of our lives. Hopefully y'all can't hear me smacking on this gum. OMG. But just, yeah, we are the first ones to lend out a helping hand to everybody else. We're the first ones to give a suggestion and pour into everybody else and give them advice and whoop-de-doo. And when it comes to ourselves, none of that is evenly returned. Okay? We always say yes to people. Props to you, that guys that can say no without a care in the world and just tell it like it is. It's a beauty to that. The people that are just straightforward and blunt, they ain't losing no type of sleep. They said what they said, moving forward, take it how you want to take it. But we say yes when we really should be saying no, because we have too much on our plates and we can't balance everybody's time. Sometimes we just have to say no. You're kind to everybody else, so friendly, but talking to yourself crazy, saying things wild. Like I kind of yelled at my grandma. Not yelled at her, but I was like, Granny, no, we're not doing that. And all my friends who do it, and it's so many people that do it, they say these comments about themselves. I'm so ugly, I'm so fat, I'm so this, I'm so that. Girl, not around me. Not around me. No, you speak life over yourself. You speak love over yourself. You speak happiness, joy. You speak all positive things over yourself, because people are already saying stuff about you anyways. People are already going to talk down about you and have their opinions about you anyways. So you can't do that to yourself. So make it a habit, and you have to practice these things, guys. This is not just something that happens easily, because it's a lot of things we have to unlearn. How you see things is how you see things, but we all have our own perception of this world and in our reality. We have to unlearn some things. Unlearn talking to yourself crazy, because it literally drives me bonkers listening to people say things that are hurtful towards themselves. If you don't talk highly of yourself and you talk poorly, you're gonna let other people speak to you in that way as well, in one way or another. May not be as harsh, but in one way or another, if you talk down to yourself and you disrespect yourself, other people will do the same to you. I'm dead serious. Think about that. We have bad habits that we need to break. We know that this would send us down the rabbit hole. We know that it's certain things that we can't be around. It's certain things that will trigger us. It's certain things that need to just not even be brought up in our environment at all, period. Certain relationships need to be chopped, X'd. Certain people just bring out the worst in us. And though there are good times, though there are a lot of hopeful thoughts that you have in your head about it, unless you are mature enough to rise up on, and this is coming from both parties, it's a done deal. Can't go back to that, baby. I done worked too hard. I done overcame so much to just slip up and let it all go to waste. You are the only one that's fighting for you, truly, because you are the only one, and you and God know your story from your perspective. People may have seen it, but you have lived it, and that is the difference. Only you know the hits you had to take, lonely, or like just the silent battles you had to overcome, and all of the disrespect and lack of understanding people have had, and just everything. You know what's due you. So conduct yourself as so. Okay? Right. And we just to go back to the way it was. We all have those moments in our lives that really hold a space in our hearts that is hard to let go. Like, can I just go back to this era and this time and with these people? But the truth is, it won't ever be the same. It won't. You can move into a new house and your old house may still be at the same location. Well, your old house is still there, but new people have moved in. New neighbors have moved in. It's a new time. And no matter how much you drive past that house and live in the past, it's not going to be the same. You could move back, but you're older. The neighbors are different. It's a new time. So the experience you're looking for won't be that. So don't try to run back into what you already know. As a matter of fact, run in the opposite direction of that. Go for things that you've never done before. Try something new. If you find yourself in a cycle, in a repeated loop, if you were doing this exact same thing you were doing this time last year, which is okay. Obviously, if you have a stable life and you're happy with things, I'm not obviously talking to you. But if you know that it's time for more and you're living in just this war within inside of you, you need to be switching some things up. You need to be trying something new. You need to be stepping out on faith. You need to be running as far away from that version of yourself as possible. Yeah, this win is great. It may seem as if I'm winning, but like I was a lot happy. Okay, it's time to put you first. Put you first. And this is not easy. I'm saying this. I am speaking from experience. I know that it's not easy to put you first, especially when you have a kind heart and you enjoy it brings you gladness and happiness inside to help other people. But you got to take a season and take a moment for you before 40 years have passed. And I'm like, okay, I'm already in my 30s. Where did the time go? Where did the time go? Time is what you make of it. The moments that we cherish, they ain't going nowhere. They're going to stay in that moment. But we have to hold those moments, but still know how to move forward. And we can get that way with traumatizing moments too. When things happen that are unforeseen and they are traumatic, we can continue to let that hold us down as well. And I know how heavy that can feel, trying to pick yourself up off the floor of your life. But we got to. You have to. You have to. And I don't really have any other way to say that. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Everybody knows that story. Everybody knows how it made you feel. Everybody knows and has seen the disrespect on your behalf. But what you gonna do about it? You going out like that? You going out like that? No, of course not. Of course not. In the Bible, in the book of Exodus, it took the Israelites 40 years to get to the promised land. Guess how long this trip was supposed to be? Guess. I'm gonna take 5-10 seconds. A 40-year trip. How long do you think it was supposed to be? 11 days. 11 days. Took them 40 years for an 11-day trip because of a lack of faith, because of a lack of willpower, because of a lack of discipline, walking in circles, doing the same thing, loops, cycles, doubt, like negative talk. All of that slows you down. And as crazy and wild as that sounds, I 100% can see how that is true and how that happened, because you'll be surprised how easily we are thrown off our game, thrown off track. Feet propped up on the couch knowing you're supposed to be doing and taking care of some responsibilities, but instead you would rather nap. And I'm not talking to nobody but myself in that. Not in all things, but like that has definitely happened before. Like, I'm just procrastinating. Like, no, you are not living to your full potential. You are not doing what you know you need to be doing, and that's going to cost you. That's going to cost you. Every little thing you do has value. So don't for a second, just because you may not be getting the credit that you deserve or things are going slow for you, don't think that everything that you are doing behind the scenes, all of the small details, are not adding up. Because like I said earlier, how did you get to where you are in the first place? We didn't get here by just twiddling our thumbs and not making any moves. You had to make an uncomfortable step. You had to put yourself out there. You had to really get through some rough times, some uncomfortable times, some times where you had to go without you. And but people don't see that part. Soon. Y'all come back now. You hear? Bye bye. Why do you think there's so many one-hit wonders in the world? That's no disrespect. That's just is what it is, because it's easy to win for 2 seconds. It's easy to win for a season, but can you hold it? Can you fall down and get back up? Fall down again, fall down even lower, get back up, fall down lower than low, lower than lower than lower than low, and get back up and rise up even higher? Because it takes a great courage and a great strength and a great faith. I know in my heart, I can feel this. Dude, I know in my heart. On the other side of taking the best steps for your good is a confidence like no other. On the other side of you saying no to what you need to say no to getting better sleep, to actually hitting the gym, to actually taking chances, to actually stepping out on faith. On the other side of that, and doing the uncomfortable things, is a new version of you that you have prayed for. There's a version of you that you know in your heart that you want to be, but when that day shows up for us to execute all of the prayers that we prayed and God gives us the new opportunity, we want to shrink back and just go to the familiar. Oh, keep that same energy though. You was just saying how much you wanted change in your life and how much you wanted new, but when it showed up, you didn't show up. Okay? God did his part, now you do yours. On the other side of you not getting into that bad relationship dynamic, more new friends will come. The ones that will pour into you, the ones that will see your worth, see your gifts, and push you to become better and more bold and more courageous, and y'all can vibe off of each other and collaborate ideas. On the other side of you bettering your life, a sea of opportunity is attached to you making up your mind and walking in the other direction. So I don't know why we are sitting back acting like these small minds, these small places, and these small problems really matter, because they don't. We've already overcome this. We're just going back and forth and tarrying with a decision that was already made up. You know what your heart desires, and you know that you asked for this. You know that there comes a time and place that you have to make hard decisions, and you've already made hard decisions. So what are we waiting on? You don't have anybody to ask for help. You don't have anybody to baby you and hold your hand. No, ain't nobody holding your hand. You pick yourself up this time and make the decision for yourself, because this won't fall back on anybody. This one is from God. You hear me? God ordained this, and you are ready. So Accept it with open arms and embrace the unknown, embrace the unfamiliar, and embrace the uncertainty, because that is honestly the most beautiful place to be in, because you can look back over your life one day and say, I never in a million years would have saw myself doing this. This was nothing but God. And I sit in Phoenix, Arizona, right here, right now, and personally can say and tell you, I've never would have seen myself even living in California, Houston, or Phoenix. I never in a million years thought I would be or have the opportunity to go to another country. I never even thought that I would. Oh my goodness, the story goes on and on. I'm not just saying this to say it, y'all. I've been through it, and I want you to get through it as well. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Stand down or stand up? We're standing up. We didn't make it this far just to make it this far. Stop warring against your own good. You want to go back to what you know and what's bad for you, but you are rejecting the blessings. You are rejecting the opportunity to better yourself. Some people are stuck and they have lived their whole lives not doing what their heart told them to do. That is so upsetting to me. And life is flying by, so not a second is to be wasted more. Let's be better than we were yesterday. Let's make little baby steps. And for some of y'all just need to go ahead and just make the bold move and say, what I have to lose? Nothing to lose, but so much to gain. And it's going to be even more and more and more.
Y'all come back now, you hear? Thank you for watching and have an amazing May. I will talk to you soon.